Hey everyone, my name is Mike. I'm broker associate, co-owner at Preferred Real Estate Brokers. I'm here with...
And I'm Jose Fleming.
Who is the owner at Preferred Real Estate Brokers here in Orlando, Florida. Today we're going to talk about some of the personality traits that if you have, it's probably not wise to get into real estate.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about 5 reasons or 5 personality traits why not to get into the business.
So first one I would say is lack of self-motivation. You want to talk a little bit about that?
This is not a business where you have a boss telling you what to do, where to go, when to show up. You have the deadline. There are no deadlines in this business. So technically, you're working for yourself. Of course, yes, you work for a real estate company. You have a broker. We provide you structure, but we're not holding you accountable day to day. That falls on you.
Yeah, you're not employees. You're a business owner. So what we do find a lot of times is people get into the industry. We see them for like a month or two, and they have that self-motivation for a month or two, and then what happens?
Well, initially they have the drive, and all of a sudden they slowly stop showing up.
Yeah.
And then they stop participating. And the next thing you know, they kind of get sucked into a situation where they just get a job, and then they get sucked back into the real world, and they forget all about their real estate license. So if you're self-motivated and you know you can keep yourself on schedule and you can show up consistently and do the work, you will get the results.
Another trait would be lack of sales skills.
Yeah, sales skills is huge. A lot of times people get a real estate license and they figure, okay, I have a license, now I can sell houses. Well, technically that is true, but the fact of the matter is you've got to be able to know how to talk to people. You've got to be able to know how to negotiate. You've got to know how to close. You've got to know how to help people make a decision. And all that comes with training and sales skills.
This is one of the personality traits that could possibly be trained. So if you don't have this skill, it's something that could be trained. And sales is cool. It's contact someone, ask them questions, recommend a particular product, and close the sale. That's a set of skills that not everyone has, especially if a personality trait, which is number 3 on our list, being an introvert, is something that you are.
Now, we're not saying that you can't be successful if you're an introvert. You can. But
we know people that have,
Yeah, but it'll probably be more expensive to do real estate as an introvert because you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I don't feel comfortable calling a total stranger, asking them if they need real estate services. I don't feel comfortable going to that networking event so I can meet new people and put them into my database.
Or going to a neighborhood and knocking on the door and saying, hey, you know, you guys, are you interested in selling your house?
Or I don't feel like holding open houses because then I have to talk to complete strangers and put on a happy face and do a song and dance. That's not how I'm built. I'm more, you know, put me in a room, give me a task, and I could do it all day long, but I don't like to deal with people. If that's the case, because we're on a people business, it's going to be very tough for you. But even if you are an introvert, you could, per se, purchase leads where the calls come to you. You answer the phone, and you're saying, sure, I could show you this house. You show up, show them a house, write a contract. But it does get very expensive to do business that way.
Next one would be one, I've witnessed this a few times, people being impatient. It could be 2 different ways of being impatient. But do you want to talk a little bit about your experience with impatient?
Yes, I want it now. And I want it today, I want it yesterday, I want it last minute. Where essentially if I'm in the business, okay, what's the quickest way for me to earn a commission? And what happens is in this business, we call it commission breath, where what happens is once you say, okay, I'm licensed, I'm ready to go, where's my buyer? And you're expecting these things to happen immediately so you can get paid immediately. And that impatience kind of turns people off or turns them away from you because you want the sale more than the buyer or seller does. You can't want it more than the buyer or seller. They tend to get turned off by it, and you tend to cut corners, and you tend not to do things the right way. And especially in this business, it takes a while before you start to yield results from your activities, whether it's making phone calls or doing videos and posting them to YouTube or social media, sending out postcards. These things are a slow burn. So if you don't have the patience to wait 6 months before you earn your first commission check, you're quickly going to become disillusioned with this business and out.
The last one is if you procrastinate.
Yeah, that's a big one. I mean, I'm a big procrastinator as it is. That's just my personality trait where I have a great idea and I want to put it into action, but I always say, I'll get to it, or let's put it on the shelf and we'll get to it eventually. Well, in this business, buyers and sellers, they want results today. So if they want to see a house, they want to see it now. If they want you to come and list their house or tell them what their house is worth, they need a response right away. And if you're a procrastinator and you're not getting back to people right away or answering your phone as soon as it rings or getting reports or updates or home evaluations to people when they ask for it, you're going to very easily and quickly lose business.
And then you might not get things done either. You know, you're like, hey, I'm going to go door knock, or I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and you know, if you procrastinate, sometimes it never, ever happens.
Yeah. So if you want to be successful in real estate and you have a great idea or you have a business plan, you just have to put it into effect, put it into action right away. and then it's going to help you get the results that you're looking for. But you've got to strike while the iron's hot.
So any of you watching this, if you are thinking about getting a real estate license or are a realtor in Florida, especially in Central Florida, let us know. Give us a call. Contact us. We own a brokerage here in Central Florida. Jose was voted Broker of the Year last year. So we have a really good program here for people thinking about getting into real estate to help them and help them be successful and be in that 13% that do succeed. So until next time.
Yep, we'll see you next time, and make sure you subscribe. And if you have any questions, make sure you comment below or go to Preferred Real Estate Brokers website.
Take care.